What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? What's up, family? And what's up, friends? It's your boy, Lowell, and I'm back again. I got to hit y'all with another video. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, I'd like to welcome you all back to another episode of Papa Lowe's Place. Now, y'all know that Papa Lowe's Place is a place where if it's on your mind, then let's talk about it. If it's something that you're going through, let's talk about it. Family, if it's in the news, then I say, let's talk about it. All right? Now, first and foremost, I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for clicking on and for watching this video. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to my channel as well. All right? Now, in today's podcast, we have a video that is kind of sad for me. And the reason why I say that, family, is because it definitely hits home. Today's video is about a loss of a child, a grandmother and a child. And again, it is extremely sad, but I think it's worthy of us giving some commentary to, paying attention to, and reviewing this video. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and roll this clip. I'll give my commentary throughout the clip and also give some more commentary on the back end of this clip as well. All right, so again, as I've said, without further ado, let's get into this.
A Norfolk grandmother in jail tonight accused of second-degree murder in the death of her infant grandchild. Now, this comes after the infant's death was initially ruled as an undetermined death when first responders found the baby unresponsive at an apartment. Only on 3, our Leandra Hedge spoke to the grandmother's family about her charges and dug through court documents.
50-year-old Alveda Haskins was the infant's primary caretaker and grandmother. Now, these court documents reveal that the infant unfortunately died from an overdose.
All right, so had to stop it right there because just a question: how is the grandmother the primary caregiver of the baby? Why is the grandmother the primary caregiver of the baby? Those are just questions that I have. I do know that a lot of times that it takes a village to raise a child, and that includes the grandparents. I definitely get that. However, again, my question is simply, how is the grandmother the primary caregiver of the child? If any of you have an answer or have any suggestions of why that may be, maybe you've seen that in action before. Love to hear your comments on that. All right, let's go.
Overdose.
We went to the address of where Alveda Haskins lives, according to court documents, and her 71-year-old fiance, Joseph Johnson Jr., invited us in.
They got her for second-degree murder.
They got her for what? Second-degree murder?
Second-degree murder.
What happened?
Her granddaughter passed away in his house.
Police say the baby died several months ago in April of 2024. At the time of the death, it was considered undetermined. But now, medical examiners are ruling this as a homicide. Court documents say the infant died of an overdose of antipsychotic medication that was prescribed to the grandmother. The medicine is used to treat mood disorders, according to court documents. But Johnson says otherwise.
She ain't had no medication to give the baby. She gave the baby a little bit of NyQuil to break that cold up. That's what she did. And that's all she gave the baby.
And family, this is why I think that it is so important that we do autopsies and allow the blood to be taken so that we can get some concrete conclusion as to what actually happened. All right. So you got one saying that it was some psychotic drugs. That's what the coroner's report is saying, or that's what the autopsy comes to conclusion. The autopsy comes to. Then we have eyewitness statements that say that all she did was give her some NyQuil. And again, you know, I understand. I understand what this gentleman is saying, but I'm going to have to go with the science on this one. I'm going to have to definitely go with the science. You know, I've given, now not at this age. I know on the bottle, I think on the bottle of NyQuil, it tells you what ages that you're supposed to go by. But I think 3 months, I think this baby was 3 months old. I think 3 months is a bit young to give, unless they make baby NyQuil or infant NyQuil, I'm not sure. But I think that's still a little bit young to give infants NyQuil. So let's continue.
There's a little bit of NyQuil.
That's it.
That's it.
On April 22nd, 2024, Norfolk police were called to Haskins' apartment for the report of an unresponsive infant.
But see, the baby passed away in her sleep.
Here?
Yeah, here.
Were you here that day?
Yeah, I was here right here on this bed.
And where was the baby?
On my bed in the room.
And what happened that day?
She brought the baby to me, said the baby won't respond.
Yeah.
So I tried to get the baby CPR, but the baby already passed.
Haskins was arrested on January 1st.
And her daughter took a warrant out on her. And I got pulled over the 1st of January, and it took her.
Again, this goes back to my first initial question. Why is the grandparent the primary custodian of the child? And again, I kind of felt that it was going to go this way, but now the mother is taking out action on her mother, the grandparent, because she feels that the grandparent was negligent in taking care of the baby. Now, again, it goes back to my question, family. If that's the case, then why is the grandmother the primary caregiver? Something is not adding up in that picture. Is it? I'll just leave it right there. But I have my thoughts, and I'll leave that right there until we come to the end so I can draw an educated conclusion. But again, it's just, I don't know. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Let's continue.
Oh, you were driving?
I was driving, yeah,
So was there a warrant out for her arrest?
They said it was a warrant out for her arrest, but her daughter did it. Her daughter took charges out on her. Now she can't get no bond or nothing.
Haskins is currently being held in the Norfolk City Jail without bond. Her bond hearing is scheduled for January 8th. In Norfolk, I'm Leandra Head, News 3.
All right, family, you seen that video, you heard that video. And again, as I stated in my opening there, it's very sad. It really is. Anytime anyone loses their life, it's sad, especially a child. All right. Again, here we have a grandmother that's, diligently, I would imagine, taking care of her granddaughter, and something tragic actually happens. As grandparents, I'm a grandparent myself. As grandparents, we do try our best to meet the needs of the child. There's times where my daughter may say, "Hey, Dad, can you watch I got to work extra tonight, or can you do this? I got to do that," or whatever have you. And one thing that my daughter knows is that I'm never going to turn her down. I don't think in my 7 years of existence that I've ever turned her away and said, "No, we can't do that," or whatever have you. It's been times where during Jesse and I's anniversary, where we normally keep Maya on the weekends, during our anniversary, we'll scoop her up because it's on the weekend. We want to go get away, and we just scoop her up and we just take her with us. My grandbaby is my pride and joy, and I would think that maybe with her being the primary custodian of this child, I would think that maybe she felt the same way, that her grandbaby was her pride and joy. But for some reason, we don't know for sure, but I want to look at two different things. I want to look at the fact, let's just say that she did give her NyQuil because she had a cold. There's nothing wrong with that. The baby's coughing and sneezing and nose running, different things going on. And so you want to meet the needs of the child. You want to try and comfort the child. And so you give them NyQuil. But that whatever it was, psychiatric drug that was given, the one that was mood altering. Why would you give a child that? Could it be that the child had been crying all night or been fussy all night, and grandmom wanted to make sure that her and her boyfriend were able to sleep and get some rest at night, and they felt that if we gave this medication that the baby would rest a lot better, therefore causing them to rest a lot better? Again, I don't know. Just throwing out some hypotheticals there, but again, this is tragic. It really is. It's tragic, and I can say as a grandparent, looking at this video right here, and not only as a grandparent, but as a parent who lost a child. And just hearing how the grandfather, the boyfriend said that he gave CPR, same thing. I did the same thing, and you heard him say that, but it was too late, same thing. You know, just baby had passed during the night. My son had passed during the night, and there was pretty much nothing that could be done by the time we realized what was going on. So sad, tragic, but there is a lesson to be learned in all of this. You know, when the child is acting irregular, whether it's in sickness or with injury, whatever the case might be, take your child to the hospital. Take your child to the hospital. It's better to lose sleep that night than to lose a baby for a lifetime. All right. So again, I would love to hear what you guys have to say on this. You know, is the grandmother at fault? Did she, you know, could she have done some things better? What about the granddaughter? Do you think that the granddaughter should have had primary custody and therefore we would not even be in this situation? I don't know. Do you think that that the child was being fussy and therefore the grandmother ended up giving the child's medicine to quiet the baby down or to calm the baby down so that they can get some rest? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on this. All right. So I thank you guys again for clicking on and for watching this video. This has been your boy, Papa Lo, of Papa Lo's Place, bringing you a news report that is sad, actually, kind of very sad. I ask that you like, comment, and share this video with your family and your friends. Also, if you find it in your heart to do so, please subscribe to the channel, baby. We'd love to have you as a member of the Papa Lo's Place family. All right? So, having said all of that, I thank you guys again. I love you guys. You guys take care of yourselves and take care of each other. All right? Bye.